this. And I think there's a unanimous point that set your objectives very clearly. Be clear about what you want to fix, what the metrics and outcomes you want to impact, get the process, and then bring the technology to get started. I think that's one big takeaway that we heard from all of you. The other thing that we had is in terms of what can you go wrong? And I think one important point that you said is, I think, multiple points. And one is in terms of two unique points. I mean, Sanjay, you brought the point about, hey, do your own internal assessment. Are you ready? You can bring in the best of things. Everything can be done. But if you're not ready, I mean, if you don't have the data, it doesn't work. I think the classic example that you brought in. And of course, the tech, talent, change. And I think the most important thing about the change management process. Madhu, you made a very interesting point about the whole buying process and comparison of the tools that are in the marketplace or the solutions in the marketplace. Don't look at it linear, don't look at tabular, but look at it from what will work for you. So look at it from the point of view of what works in this context. And of course, you also kind of reiterate the point about talent and change. We did talk about, a lot of this versus, and I think the unanimous view, and I think intuitively I feel same, that, I think MarTech and outcomes need to be bought with marketing while technology enables this, but the ownership needs to happen with marketing. And I think between the various other versus questions, I think clear admission that I have here is that there's no versus as much as a continuum. It's not partner or a vendor, but essentially there's a continuum in between. And I think we need to recognize that continuum. That's another big take. Gen AI, I think hyper-personalization, predictive, efficiency and effectiveness, this whole thing on training of models, differentiation, I think those are the things that we need to keep in mind to leverage the whole Gen AI is another big take. And clearly, of course, beyond the financial impact and the brand experience, there are certain set of objectives for which you started, the competitive advantage that you're bringing, de-risking the organization. Those would be the kind of success factors that you really look at for a MarTech program to be declared a victory.